My name is Griffth. I am the head coach for the men's and women's fencing program at Cleveland State University.
Coach, do you want to start out with telling us what Title IX means to you?
So Title IX means a lot. So I'm going to go back to when I was a student athlete, when my coach means a lot to me as a mentor, and right in the same year that Title IX was established, she at Temple University was in her grad program and realized that there was no fencing women's program there. So she went to the athletic director at the time and said, we should have a women's fencing team. And so that's when it started, and she's still coaching there. They just celebrated her 50th year along with Title IX's 50th anniversary. So, without her starting up that program and, making a very strong, well-known program over the years, I wouldn't have gone there as a student athlete myself, which is a time in my life that I found really impactful and really shaped my own coaching philosophy as well.
So you briefly touched on this here in your previous answer. As a student athlete yourself, was there a moment relating to Title IX that had an impact on your future, maybe your future as an athlete, your future in coaching, or just in general?
It's really interesting with Title IX because I know that statistically when Title IX was passed, there was more access for women's athletics. The interesting thing that happened though is that there were actually more men who became coaches of women's teams, and the number of female coaches reduced over the years because at that time, it's like women's programs were now official and established. So more male coaches, got into those positions. And so, one thing that's really important to me as a coach now is making sure that there's teams that see female head coaches in that position to help even up those numbers. And I think that with the increased access for athletics for women is incredible, but it's just that we're playing that catch up of getting women in administrative positions and athletic director positions and in head coaching positions. That's something that I'm seeing growing more and more now, which obviously is an after effect of Title IX. It's just that it kind of took all that time for female coaches to get back in those positions.
As one of those head coaches yourself, what is the most exciting part about seeing student athletes thrive under what Title IX has become and what it has allowed collegiate athletics to be currently?
Mm-hmm. Well, the thing that's so exciting now is there are a number of women who I went to school with and competed with, when I was competing nationally as a teenager and through college, and they're also coaching at collegiate programs right now. So just be able to look back through the years and think, okay, my coach created all these other assistant coaches, head coaches, and various programs across the country. And to be able to think that, okay, maybe at some point I'm inspiring someone to want to become a coach or a mentor themselves. It means a lot, and really comes down to the whole reason why I coach is it's not so much about the wins and losses, but I want to be, making an impact in people's lives and, for the positive.
What do you hope for the future when it comes to Title IX and all of the encouraging impacts that it can have?
Just going back to, I want to see more women in head coaching positions, especially with NCAA. I want to see more female athletic directors as well, and just seeing more women in positions of power, and having that become the norm. It's not, there's this female manager, female head coach, and it's a rarity, but this is just, the standard now, and it's not, no one bats an eye at it.
One final thing for you. Can you finish this sentence for us? Being a head coach at Cleveland State allows me to
expand my knowledge base, touch the lives of multiple athletes, and really fulfill a dream of mine.